do not need to type any of this. Nothing that we're doing do you need to type. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we'll get going. Lord Jesus, thank you for today. Father, I ask that you help me to be clear and to explain things well, and I ask that you would open everybody's minds that they would be able to understand it well. Also, we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, guys, first off, for those of you who came in late, if you didn't hear the conversation, I need to see this sheet that you did on your own sources. Okay, you can just take a picture of it, scan it, whatever, and send it to me. Not right now. I want you to stay here. All right, but when we're done, if you have not sent it to me, I do need to see that. All right, now for what we're doing today, guys, if you know where your outline is that we did a couple days ago, and you should have these off of RenWeb. And like I said, I did check, so I think the note card should be working for everybody because I checked both sections. Jack, you can, but not right now. All right, let me finish up what I'm doing right now, and then yes, at the very end, you know, when I'm letting people leave, you can go ahead and show me stuff on screen. That's fine. All right, so here's what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to practice taking notes. All righty. So, like I said, you should have run this off, and this has like 4 little boxes here, right? So we're going to put 4 notes on here. Now, before we start, some of you are going to have a hard time with this, but I'm going to tell you something that's really important. You only put one type of information in a box at a time. And I know some of you are going to have a hard time with it because these are nice big boxes and you got lots of room. And so some of you are going to want to try to put everything you possibly could into one box. No, you cannot do that. All right? There's going to be white space. That's okay. All right? You're just going to have to deal with that. Now, here is, I use my information, and this is what we're going to use for practice. So everybody's going to do the same thing. All right, so this is my Britannica that I copied off. Now, I came down here and I read this. Body length of 14 to 18 meters, that means 46 to 59 feet, and an estimated mass of 12,000 to 20,000 kilograms, that means 13 to 22 tons. Now, on my outline, where is that going to fit? Look at our outline. Where would that information go in our outline? Where's it going to go? Right, it's going to go under appearance. Okay, several of you got that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my first box, and remember, everybody's doing this together because this is practice. Where it says source, I'm just going to put Britannica because I just need to know, but it doesn't have to be absolutely, you know, I don't have to write down everything. I just need to know, okay, I got it out of the Britannica stuff. Information, appearance, all right? So I'm going to write down Roman numeral 2, appearance, okay? And now I'm going to write down the specific information. So I'm going to come back here, and it says 46 to 59 feet. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen and writing at the same time, so my writing isn't very good. And 13 to 22 tons. Okay, 46 to 59 feet, 13 to 22 tons. All right, now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say, all right, is this summary, paraphrase, or quote? I'm going to go with paraphrased. I really didn't write down very much of anything from their sentence because I didn't want to use their words. But the numbers, you really can't change numbers. I mean, it's like math. It's either right or wrong. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is a paraphrase. Okay, so this is what we have so far. This is what I have so far on my card. All right, Britannica, it's going to go under appearance, Roman numeral 2, 46 to 59 feet, 13 to 22 tons, and I paraphrased. And that's it. This is all I'm going to put in this box. Now, if I had more information, and guys realize I'm not, you know, we have a limited amount of time, okay? If I had more information, like one of the cool things about the Spinosaurus is that it had these big like big like sail thing on its back. That's where the spine thing comes from. All right. I could write that in here if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna look for everything under Britannica. And again, that's time. But I could put that down here because anything from Britannica about appearance, I can put in this card. But I can't put anything else in there. So if I use another source to talk about the spines, I have to come up with a different card because it's going to be a different source. And again, I know some of you are going to hate that. You're going to be, oh, it's a waste of paper. I'm sorry. That's how we have to do it. And later on, I think you will understand better why you have to do it this way. At least I hope so. But if not, I know some of you that's going to bug you, and I'm sorry. That's just how it goes. All right, guys, if you lost something, like tell me at the end. All right, when I'm just hanging out and I'm taking questions from people, wait till the end, tell me what you lost, and we'll figure out what we can do about it, okay? Because I have a couple of people telling me that. All right, so everybody should have this card, right? All right, so I'm going to move on. All right, the next thing, same thing on Britannica. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to write down Britannica again. All right, and it says, all these features are adaptations piscivory. That means consumption of fish. I know that sounds really weird, but hey, it's not my fault. They're not my words. Other spinosaurs have been found with partially digested fish scales and the bones of other dinosaurs in their stomach regions. Okay, now go back to our outline here. What's that going to be under? Food, right. So, good job, Reagan. All right, so I'm going to come back. Now, this is my whole second card. It's under Britannica, but this is about food, okay? It's not about how it looks. So, I'm going to do food here. Okay, so I'm going to write food was, let's see, Roman numeral 4, food. And notice you don't have to be all nice and neat. All of a sudden I went out of focus. I don't know why. It does that just to bug me, I think. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my source. And it said consumption of fish. Well, I don't want to use the exact words. All right, so I'm going to say it ate fish. And in fact, it ate mostly fish. I know that from doing other readings. Okay, so it ate most, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. I did that in my stupid handwriting, so I'm sorry if you can't read that. It ate mostly fish. I'll try to be neater here coming up. Yes, I know. I agree, Jack. I think I should like put it in solitary confinement or something. Well, but it's going to have to wait till after class. All right, and then the other thing was bones of other dinosaurs. So it did eat other dinosaurs. So it ate other dinosaurs too. Remember I just said I was going to write neat? Oh, well, huh. And this is a paraphrase because this is, I'm putting the information in my own words. When you do your cards, most of them are going to be a paraphrase. You're going to put the information in your own words. I don't know if it actually ate a T-Rex. I know they like show that on, I think one of the Jurassic movies has the Spinosaurus. I haven't seen them all, but I think one of them has the Spinosaurus squaring off against the Tyrannosaurus. Probably didn't kill and eat it. Its teeth, its mouth and its teeth were made in such a way that they were made they would do way better eating small things or eating fish, which I know that's kind of a waste considering how big it was. You know, you would think it would eat something really impressive, but it probably didn't. I mean, there you go. All right, so how are we doing? Do we have number 2 done? Everybody good on number 2? Okay. Yes, Bentley, when it's your turn, and that's what I'm going to have you practice today. Well, not just practice, but do today. When we're done, your assignment is going to be to make 2 cards from one of your site. Only 2. You only have to do 2. It can be about anything you want. Wait till we get to the end, though. Okay? Wait till we get to the end, and we'll talk about that. Oh, Jurassic Park 3. You know why that's the only one that has a Spinosaurus? It's a fairly newly discovered dinosaur. I mean, they found the bones, but nobody really knew what they were. And actually, the first set of bones got blown up in World War II. I think they were in Germany, and the British blew up the museum or whatever where they were. Brother just picked up a T-Rex and ran away. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so I'm moving on. Now, I went to a different source. All right. Man, my skin looks bad. Okay. Let's see. Where did I go? Let's see. Do I want this? I don't know that I want that one. Relatives. Okay, here we go. So this is one from Thought Company. All right. There's my little picture there. And it says, down here I found it says it lived a semi-aquatic lifestyle. They pursued and may have spent more time submerged in the rivers of its northern African habitat than it did stomping around on dry land. Okay, what does this tell me about? Look at my outline. Which part does it tell me about? There's 5 of those movies? Seriously? I missed that. Yeah, I would say lifestyle and maybe even habitat, right? Because it talks about it lives in the rivers. All right, so I'm going to go back to my cards. Third card. Yes, I know we have all the space. I know. If the space bothers you, draw little pictures in there or something. All right, you can draw little dinosaurs eating each other or something. Okay, so here we go. So this is from Thought Company. So that's what I'm going to put down as my source. Thought Company. Information, I'm going to put it on lifestyle, which is Roman numeral 5. Okay. And now I'm going to put, now, remember it says that it's semi-aquatic, but I can't use the exact words. Okay. So I'm going to write down that it lived in the water most of the time. So it lived or it stayed in the water most of the time. And again, that's going to be a paraphrase. Yep, partly aquatic, that would work. Oh, there's a Jurassic Park and then there's a Jurassic World. Okay, I missed that. It's a Myrmidon. Yeah, there you go. That's cute, Megan. You know, wouldn't you think with all the fossils they found that they ought to find some kind of a mermaid? I just think that's such a bummer that they haven't found one yet. Yes, you can totally quote, guys. I had a good question. They said, can you quote it? Can you write it right from the source? You totally can. What you need to do, though, is remember, if you're going to quote, first off, you got to be careful. You write exactly what it says. Okay, you put it in quotation marks, and down here you would circle quote. Okay, but you totally can do that. If you, and that's a really good thing to do. Like if you can't come up with how to re-say something, that's what to do. Just go with the quote, and that's totally cool. I know, seriously, you know, they did, I forget who it was, some station, you know, one of the 55 gazillion television stations that are out there now. One of them actually did a documentary. It was a mockumentary about mermaids and about how mermaids could have evolved and all this other kind of stuff. It was funny. But they had one of them getting eaten by the megalodon, which I did not enjoy that. All right, okay, we're going to do one more. All right, so next source. Okay, and this is okay, actually this is the same source. I'm sorry. I meant to use a different one, but this is the same one. That's okay. This is Thought Company too. All right, but it says here, closest, oh, you can't see that, can you? Okay, closest relatives were, and I don't know how you say this stuff, Suchomimus, beats me, an irritator. I love that. That's actually a real name for a dinosaur. And the reason it's called that, by the way, is because the paleontologist who found it, people had been messing with the bones before the paleontologist was able to get there. And so he was really irritated that people had been messing around with them and might have taken some or whatever. And so that's actually why it was named that. No joke. All right. What is this going to go with on here? What's that going to go with? Here, I'm going to put up my thing a little bit. Okay, it's going to go under relatives. All right, so I'm going to go back to my cards. Here's my card. Again, I got this from the same source, so this is Thought Company. And relatives was Roman numeral 8. Relatives. All right, and so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say Suchomimus, and I got to look at that to spell it, so hang on. I think the mimuses were maybe it's the Sucho. One of these are crocodile type animals. Okay, I'm going to say these guys were related, which is probably pretty obvious if I put it down under relatives, but hey, you know. And paraphrase again. Now notice I don't have to write out a whole sentence. I just have to put down the basic information. RJ, are you writing this down, bubby? RJ, are you writing down, goofball? Every time I look at you, you're just sitting there like you're staring at the wall. Alligator sarsh. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm going to keep this up for people. Now, while you guys are finishing this up, okay, your homework is you're going to do 2. You only have to do 2. So not the whole sheet. Not the whole sheet. You only have to do 2 cards on your dinosaur. It can be from anything. Remember on our outline, we jumped all the way around. We did appearance, we did food, we did lifestyle, we did relatives. It doesn't matter where. All right, doesn't make any difference what it comes from. You need to do 2 cards, and I am going to want to see them. I am going to want to see them. Yeah, I forget, Jack. There's a name for that big, humongous crocodile thingy, but I don't remember what the name of it is. They call it mega croc, but there's an actual scientific name to it. All right, so homework. You're doing 2 cards about your dinosaur. And they can be anything on this outline you find. It doesn't make any difference. Okay? No, you don't have to do the same ones. Like if you find something that talks about habitat, do that one. If you find something that talks about dangers, like, you know, something that ate it a lot or whatever, you know, do that one. That's totally cool. Okay? Now, if you understand, okay, at this point I'm done. Now I'm going to turn off the recording, but I'm going to stay around so I can answer questions. And I know some of you need to tell me about things that you've lost or whatever, and we're going to finish up how to do this. But if you understand what you're doing here, you can go. Okay, yes, I do need to see, thank you. I do need to see the practice sheet that we just did. So if you guys would not mind, I'm going to get my notes so I can write this down. All right, if you guys would not mind, I'm going to go down the line if you show me those. And then when I call your name, you're hunky-dory, okay? All right, so Bentley, Sammy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Megan, Christian. Okay, if I say your name, then you're good. I've seen it and you're hunky-dory. Okay, Autumn, Peyton, Alex, Kelsey, Brenton. Okay, Peyton, I saw you, baby cakes. You're good. Okay, Jack. If I haven't said your name, that means I haven't seen it, which is okay. You can always email it to me. It's okay if you want to email it to me. All right, Charlotte, you're good. But this saves your parents or you from having to do it. RJ, so you don't have to keep emailing me stuff. Okay, Logan's good. Okay, somebody missed a card. All right, so I'm coming back. All right, which card did we miss, guys? Second and third? All right, so here's number 2. Alex, are you still with me, babe? Yeah, Reagan, you can go unless you have a question, unless there's something you need to talk to me about. You're good. RJ, that's fine, baby, that you did it on paper. If you're still here, I don't even know if you're still here. Okay, and Jack, I need to scan the outline. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go do that. If nobody else has questions, I'm going bye-bye.